on, and they're just getting so excited. And this one chick, man, she's just like yelling at the camera, quit your job, basically. You got to quit your job, people. This is stupid. Quit making other people rich. They don't care about you. If you quit today, they'll find somebody to replace you tomorrow. And, all that's true. I get that, and I'm like, yeah, yeah. Life is short. It's like, get out there, live your life. I'm totally on board with this. I'm on the train, man. And I'm listening to them. I'm getting all pumped up, and I'm listening, but they're not really saying what the alternative is. They're saying to quit your job, which I get. Nobody likes, spending 2,000 hours of their life every year helping somebody else get rich. But we got to pay the bills. Unless you're a trust fund baby or you're going to move back home with your parents, what are the options, So, okay, who's ready? Who's hungry? Come on. Okay, baby. Get down. Get down. I know who's missing. Where's Sneezy? Where's Sneezy? They have a cat that has sinus issues. She's the cutest thing. It's your turn, buddy. It's your turn. You ready? Are you ready? Calm down. Calm down, Jerry. Jerry, calm down. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Oh, boy. It is beautiful out. So happy. You're so happy. You're just a happy boy. Okay, now that the fur babies have all been fed, now it's Nana's turn. Gonna make some coffee. Oh, I'm glad I set it up last night. Let's see. Which cup should I use? It's important what cup you put your coffee in and how you start your day. So we're going to start our day with hearts. With love. Lots of love. Because we love coffee. Love coffee. Well, good morning, guys. Here we are at the Funky Bunch Resort, and it is absolutely brilliant out. Look at that sky. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to enjoy my coffee this morning out by the pool. Do you like my new sunglasses? TJ Maxx. I got them with my gift card. Have you ever heard of this thing called dopamine dressing? I was watching this chick yesterday. She's a YouTube creator. She's just darling, by the way. Anyway, she was talking about dopamine dressing. I loved the way she dresses. But I had to look it up because it's like, I've never heard of it. Dopamine dressing. What is that? So I looked it up, and it says dopamine dressing is a trend focused on wearing clothing that makes you feel good, boosts your mood, essentially dressing for joy. It's based on the idea that our outfits can influence our emotions and help us feel more confident and happy. Dopamine dressing is about wearing clothes that truly resonate with your personality and make you feel your best. Well, don't we all do that? I mean, really, isn't that how you dress every day? Don't you get up and you look for something that you think is going to look pretty or cool or whatever makes you happy? At least, I mean, most women do. I don't know. Maybe some people are just more functional, but I've never been functional. I remember even when we lived back in the Midwest, it didn't matter. It could be, 0 degrees out. And if I wanted to wear a halter top with, a skirt, I did because I thought it looked cute. And I wouldn't cover it up with a big old ugly sweater or coat. I would freeze to death first. But yeah. So yeah, I think maybe I'm trendy and I just didn't realize it because I dress that way every day. So yeah, dopamine dressing. Pretty cool. So I'm driving around today and I'm listening to YouTube channels. And the more you listen to a specific theme, the more YouTube sends those across your channel or your screen, so you can see more and more of it. And lately, I've been watching all these YouTubers rant about quitting your job, quit the 9 to 5 grind, live your life, quit doing Uber. It's just, you're making other people rich, and life is short. Get out, travel, make art, create beautiful things. Have fun, live your life, because, it's going to be over in a minute and you're going to have wasted, if you're working a 40-hour work week, that's 2,000 hours a year of your life that you're wasting making somebody else money, and it's just going on, and they're just getting so excited. And this one chick, man, she's just like yelling at the camera, quit your job, basically. You got to quit your job, people. This is stupid. Quit making other people rich. They don't care about you. If you quit today, they'll find somebody to replace you tomorrow. And, all that's true. I get that, and I'm like, yeah. Life is short. I'm totally on board with this. I'm on the train, man. And I'm listening to them. I'm getting all pumped up, and I'm listening, but they're not really saying what the alternative is. They're saying to quit your job, which I get. Nobody likes, spending 2,000 hours of their life every year helping somebody else get rich. But we got to pay the bills. Unless you're a trust fund baby or you're going to move back home with your parents, what are the options, So I'm listening and I'm thinking, did I skip over it? Do I need to rewind it? Because they never really said anything about, what you're supposed to do. I know I've heard some people say, you need to work for yourself, which, that's all well and good, but doing what? Give me an idea. What am I supposed to do? What kind of business? I know people tell me all the time I should sell my art and my creations and stuff. And I did do that for a long time. I used to do festivals and stuff, and it was profitable. I don't think I could have supported myself doing it, but I brought in some extra money. And then with the online stores like Etsy, a lot of people did make good money. I wasn't one of them, but I did see a lot of people that made pretty good money doing that. But there just doesn't seem to be a call for that anymore. People aren't spending money on art like they used to. They're living paycheck to paycheck. If they've got any extra money, it's going on food or to pay bills, or hopefully putting away a little bit of money and creating some sort of nest egg. But yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of people. Hey, can I give you $300 for that piece of art you made? But I appreciate the idea, and that people believe in me and that they want me to sell my art. And like I said, there was a time when I could make some money doing it, but I never was able to make, a living. So yeah, when I hear these people talk about, you need to work for yourself and you need to start your own business, it's like, okay, well, give me some ideas, especially for this economy, because, it changes. What might have worked just a couple years ago probably isn't working right now. So I'm not sure what is. So that's why I'm open, give me an idea, because I've tried various things and nothing's really working. That's why I'm doing Uber, because it's the only thing right now. I mean, my day job comes to an end in, June 1st. So in the meantime, I'm doing that, and I'm doing, I'm trying to do Uber. And yeah, it's not ideal, like I keep saying, and there's wear and tear on your car, but it's bringing in some money, and some money's better than no money. So I can't do the no money thing. So until I find something to replace it, and I'm looking, but it all depends, like I said, on the area you're in. Every area has different opportunities. If you're in a bigger city, you probably have more opportunities. If you live out in the boonies like me, you know, it's not as easy to find anything, and it's very competitive. So yeah, it's just, I listen to these YouTube creators, or the channels, and they get you all pumped up, and you're ready to quit your job and live your life, and but you still got to eat. You still got to, have a roof over your head, unless you're going to, be a nomad, but even that costs money. And yeah, unless you got a lot of money in the bank, you're probably not going to, follow that advice. At least, I don't think it would be wise to do that. So in the meantime, yeah, I listen to them, and I wish, and I'm hoping something will happen in the next couple of years, because that's the goal, is to be able to, get out there and do all that. But with the economy the way it is right now, I don't know. It might be a little bit longer than I originally anticipated. And let's just hope my health holds out. Right now, it looks like I'm good to go, but things can change in a day. So, you just never know. But in the meantime, like I said, I'm doing Uber, and I'm going to be starting up my classes, which is what I'm doing here. I should turn the camera around so you guys can see what I got going here. Let's see. I'm trying to go through all my Tree of Life supplies. And see, when you're disorganized and you don't keep track of everything, you end up buying more of things that you really don't need. Like today, I went out and, ended up buying some more rings, not realizing that I had a bunch of rings. Where did I put them? Yeah, so I went out and bought more wire, forgetting that I had wire, and more rings. But actually, I like this size, because these are a little too big for the class. And then I got some more beads. You can never have enough beads. I think I only spent I don't know where my receipt is. It was like $5. I didn't spend too much, but still, if I was better organized, I wouldn't have spent any money, I'm sure. So yeah, I'm going to get all my stuffs together, see if I can get it all organized, and then we're going to go outside for a little bit. It's beautiful out. Okay, let's go check the water. No. Okay. The cement's hot. Oh, that's good. That feels good. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to sit out here. Oh, Jerry! Oh, you are something else. Look at him. Oh, are you having fun? Oh my goodness. I don't even have to go swimming to get wet, huh? Oh no, Jerry! Oh no, my shoes! Oh my goodness. Okay, buddy. Okay. Well, now that I'm soaking wet. Well, guys, my grandson is here, and he wants to go for a dip in the pool, so I think I'm going to go in and take all my jewelry off and join him. But I wanted to thank you guys for all your wonderful comments on my video yesterday. It was kind of a sensitive subject, obviously, but you guys, as always, were absolutely amazing, and I truly appreciate how thoughtful and kind you guys were. So, yeah, thank you. I am going to enjoy this weather because God knows how long it'll last. Last weekend it was 100 degrees. This weekend it's supposed to be in the 70s. Next weekend it could be back in the 30s. So I'm going to enjoy it for now. Anyway, you guys have a great evening and I will see you in the next video.